Hello YouTube world, Mac Daddy 1911A1 doing a review video for Chemo for her channel. She just started her new channel, and I was going to do a review on her M&P 40C. C as in compact, C as in concealed carry. Very nice pistol. Had it out at the range twice so far, and the second go around she was cutting bullseyes left and right, left and right, left and right. First thing I'm going to do is close the slide. I just wanted it open to show you that it is empty, and do the same for my 1911. I got it out here for a size comparison. You can tell that the M&P 40 is quite a bit smaller than a full-size government model. It's got about I don't know, maybe a 3-inch barrel. Some things she doesn't like about it. The first thing is the way that they sent 2 magazines with it. And this one here has a very flush butt plate, and when you're shooting it, you don't have a good grip with your pinky, which sucks. The other magazine, and this is loaded, I'm not going to chamber around, but I will load it into the gun. The way they've got the butt plate on it, you've got a place to rest your finger. That should come standard, I think. That's my opinion, and I think that's her opinion. First day we had it out there, she shot it with both magazines, and she didn't realize this one had the flush fitting floor plate, and it hurt her finger. So that's one of her dislikes. Second dislike is everything is stiff as hell when it's brand new. Everything from the slide, jacking the slide, to loading the magazine. I've got stronger hands than she does, and I find it very, 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 very hard to load the magazines. I don't like that. Much, much easier to load my standard and my Wilson Combat and my Chuck McCormick magazines on my 45. A lot easier. Lot easier. She said that if you have delicate hands, learning to work the slide on this thing is well, it hurts her fingers, it hurts her hands. So she didn't like that. But pretty much that is all she had to say as far as the gun is concerned that she did not like. When we set out to purchase this handgun, we went to the stores, and I told her, I said, I don't care what you buy, I don't care what it costs, I want you to like the gun as much as possible. I want you to find something that you'll just fall in love with. Okay, and as is typical with women when they're shopping, this was the very first gun she picked up. And at the second store, the first store, they didn't really have a very wide selection. She didn't want to shop there, so we went to a different place. We went to a store called Shooter's Depot, and spoke with a guy by the name of Whitney Owens. He's a sales representative there. She pestered that poor man to death. She picked up this gun, she looked at it, and then she picked up an XD and looked at it. She put the XD down. She picked up a Glock. She held it, she put it down, she picked this one back up, she picked that one up. I mean, she just steady was comparing them. Now, these were in the major cartridge, major caliber handguns that she was comparing. We went over and we looked at some Kel-Tecs, we looked at some other small frame handguns in 380 and 9mm, and she didn't like any of those. I didn't know it until later. But my influence was still there, even though I told her to buy whatever she wanted. The influence would be she didn't even consider 9mm, pretty much because of what I've said about 9mm. And I sort of felt bad about it, because when we went to the range, the first shot she fired, she hit a bullseye, but the extra snap of the muzzle coming up, the muzzle jump, spooked her a bit, and a little bit more recoil, because the 40 cal is not a wimpy cartridge. It's, it's a pretty decent cartridge. It's not nearly what a 45 ACP is, but it is a good sized cartridge, and it's got a little bit more power than a 9mm, and it spooked her that first day. Well, when we went out to the gun range, would be last Friday now, Weekday, there was no one else there, and she got to shoot quite a few rounds to it. She really got into it, and she really decided she loved this gun. And I mean, she was really hammering the freaking target with it. If you'll look on here, you'll find her other video, and I'm not sure about her title, but on my page, on my channel, it is Kim Says I'm going to make a bullseye. I'm going to hit a bullseye. And dang if she didn't. Over and over and over again. She had a really nice string of 5 in one little group that probably measured an inch, maybe an inch and a quarter max. It was just a beautiful group. I scored it, and out of 10 shots, she made a high score of 92. One of the rounds went way low. We scored it as a 5. And she had 2 others that were outside the bullseye area, which were in the 9 ring. But 92 out of a possible 100 with the handgun was outstanding. 2 of them actually cut the bullseye, so she did really good. One of the features that she wanted when she purchased the handgun was the frame-mounted safety. She didn't like the Glock style safety or the simple trigger safety that Smith and Wesson has. She wanted one that had an extra safety feature. And she was also looking for, but didn't find on any of the modern ones except the XD, the Tang safety. Now, a Tang safety is there in case you had this safety off and you dropped the gun. Okay, it prevents the hammer from falling on the firing pin and firing the gun. So she was looking for that, didn't find a gun that she liked with it, so she came over here and got the M&P 40. She had previous experience with the M&P 40 full-size version, which Statue has. And when she picked it up first, the way she handled it, I really thought she was going to get it. But five and a half hours later, we went back to the Shooter's Depot. And she purchased this gun. I'd like to give a shout out to Twin City Pond, the young fella that was helping us there. He knew his business, but he sort of pissed her off when he told her she didn't need a ghetto mag. Now, what is a ghetto mag? A ghetto mag is a 30-round magazine that'll stick way out here down at the bottom, probably about that long. And that's what she wanted to purchase. No one had them in stock. They're about $85 a piece. But I told her if that's what she wanted, I'd go ahead and get her one probably for Christmas. What did the gun come with? Okay, of course you get the gun. You get a standard magazine. You get the one with the extended butt plate for your finger. You get a empty chamber indicator that you can load into it and close the chamber on it, and when you take the gun out, you instantly know there's not a bullet in the chamber because of that. And you also get 3 backstrap panels. Alright, she took them all off, put them all back on to find out which one fit her hand the best, and I believe this is the large, or maybe it's the medium. I don't remember how hell yeah, it's the large, because this is the M, so that's the medium, and this is the S, so it's the small. But she put the large on there. She can still manipulate all the controls without any troubles. And it fits her hand, fills it up really good. And she shot really well with it. I'm very pleased with her. For ammunition, we use the PDX-1 Winchester personal defense ammo. It has a very reliable expansion and retains most of its weight, as well as it doesn't over penetrate. So it delivers most of its kinetic energy to the body, depending on what you're shooting with it. Okay, I'll go ahead and give the camera a little close-up. It's a Jacket of Hollow Point, PDX-1 Winchester. Very good ammo. Okay, very good ammo. Some of the things I don't like about the gun, and I'll have to use a flashlight here in order for you to see down in there. You've got all these little tiny metal pieces and parts down in there. Okay. And as far as longevity and how they'll hold up over time, I do not know. We'll just have to wait and see. It functioned flawless with the exception one time she loaded a mag, she fired a couple of shots and it stopped. And what it was is a bullet didn't feed up onto the ramp, but it's a brand spanking new gun. There's no wear and tear on it yet, so the tolerances are still really tight. The simple remedy was grab the slide and just pull it all the way back and let go of it, and it's fed right into the chamber, no problem. Another item I like about it is that little hole right here. If you've got a cartridge loaded, you can see the base of the cartridge right through that little hole, so you've got a loaded indicator real quick and easy without having to open it up. That's a good thing. I wouldn't rely on that 100%, but it's a good idea. I like it. Another thing I like, it's got a massive external extractor. You can see it right here. Okay, I got to get my finger over here, right in there, inside there. You can see it, but it's a massive extractor. Does a great job. Other than that one time where it just stuck and it didn't want to slide all the way off into the gun, had no more problems with it. And that was a quick, easy remedy. We will be doing teaching her immediate action drills soon in order for her to get better acquainted with it and understand what she must do to get it back into action. Just for a size comparison, she also picked up a USP, H&K USP. Now this is not a real gun, this is a pellet gun, it's a BB gun, CO2 operated. But as a price, as a size comparison, you can see that would have been a much bigger gun. She actually liked this gun a whole lot, but she really wanted to go back and look this one over. So we left Twin City Pond that had the H&K USP and went back, and she wound up buying this one. 3 boxes of ammunition, the gun, 1 new holster, the 2 magazines that came with it, the carrying case, blah blah blah. It came out just over $600, but I thought it was fairly reasonable. Anyway, we hope you enjoy this video, get something from it. One more thing I almost forgot. It comes standard with the 3-dot sights. They're easy to see and easy to find when you're shooting, and I really like that. They're not night sights, but I think she did well. Another thing is it comes standard with a rail, so you can mount a flashlight under the front, a Surefire or something of that nature, or a laser if you're so inclined to do so. Other than that, it's really, really nice gun. Shoots really well, and Kimmo loves it, and she loves it. I love it. This is Mac Daddy 1911A1 with the Shade Tree Survivalist signing off.